Anime fans, listen up. We're diving deep into the rabbit hole of underrated masterpieces, the ones that flew under everyone's radar but deserve a shrine. Get comfy, because today we're ranking top 10 underrated anime masterpieces you missed. Kicking off with number 10, Ergo Proxy. All right, let's start weird. Like, question your own existence. Weird. Ergo Proxy is that dark, post-apocalyptic gem where robots get emotions, humans lose theirs, and everything feels like an existential crisis in HD. It's basically Blade Runner meets Evangelion after a heavy night of philosophy and depression. We follow Rel Mayer, a goth detective who looks like she walked straight out of a Tim Burton movie, and Vincent Law, a dude with enough identity issues to fill 10 therapy sessions. The atmosphere? Thick enough to choke on. The story? Confusing in the best, what the hell did I just watch way. It's slow, moody, and smart. Like that one friend who only listens to vinyl and quotes Nietzsche for fun. But if you love cerebral anime that makes you pause every 5 minutes to think about life, Ergo Proxy is pure brilliance. Underrated? Absolutely. Understood? Barely. Sliding to number 9, Texhnalize. If you thought Ergo Proxy was depressing, Texhnalize said, hold my nihilism. This anime takes place in a decaying underground city where humans replace limbs with cybernetic parts and their humanity slowly evaporates. Basically, imagine Cyberpunk 2077, but with zero neon and all despair. The protagonist, Ichise, barely talks. Like, seriously, man's on a silent retreat while society collapses. But the storytelling is visual poetry. It's slow, dark, and intentionally unsettling. You don't watch Texhnalize, you survive it. Yeah, it's bleak, but the direction is jaw-dropping. Every shot looks like it belongs in an art gallery. It's a meditation on decay, violence, and the futility of hope. You know, casual bedtime topics. If you're into shows like Serial Experiments Lane or Blame, this is the holy grail. Just don't watch it on a bad day. You'll start questioning if sunlight ever existed. Landing on number 8, Paranoia Agent. Now we're getting trippy. Paranoia Agent is the definition of what the hell is going on. Directed by the late, great Satoshi Kon, it starts with a kid on rollerblades attacking people with a golden bat, and somehow becomes a psychological masterpiece about collective anxiety. This anime doesn't just mess with your head, it moves in rent-free. Every episode feels different. One moment it's a detective mystery. The next, it's pure madness. It's Black Mirror meets BoJack Horseman if both were on acid. What makes Paranoia Agent special is how it uses chaos to talk about social pressure and fear. It's like Khan knew how weird modern life would get. The animation? Gorgeous. The soundtrack? Creepy perfection. The message? You might already be part of the paranoia. So yeah, if you love brain-melting stories that feel disturbingly real, this one's your golden bat to the face. Looking at number 7, Kaiba. Okay, picture this. Your memories are stored in data chips. Your body is just a vessel, and love still somehow hurts. That's Kaiba. It looks like a kid's cartoon, all soft colors and cute designs, but don't let that fool you. This show will emotionally uppercut you. Directed by Masaki Yuasa, Devilman Crybaby, Ping Pong the Animation, Kaiba is a sci-fi story about memory, identity, and class division. The protagonist wakes up with a hole in his chest and no memory. Literally. And goes on a surreal journey through worlds that redefine what being human means. It's equal parts heartbreaking and beautiful. The animation style is deceptively simple, but the storytelling? Deep enough to drown in. Yuasa basically said, let's make existential pain adorable. If you ever wanted to feel sad and amazed at the same time, Kaiba delivers that perfectly strange emotional cocktail. Marching into number 6, the Tatami Galaxy. All right, introverts and overthinkers, this one's for you. The Tatami Galaxy follows a college student stuck in an endless loop of regret, replaying his university years, trying to find the perfect campus life. Spoiler, he never does. It's chaotic, hilarious, and faster than auctioneers on espresso. The dialogue flies by so fast, you'll be reading subtitles like it's a typing test. But underneath the madness, it's about self-discovery and accepting imperfection. Director Masaki Yuasa, yes, again, man's a genius, crafts a visual trip that feels like an anime fever dream. The humor is sharp, the characters are relatable disasters, and the ending hits harder than expected. If you've ever looked back on your choices and thought, yeah, maybe I messed that up, the Tatami Galaxy will speak to your soul, or at least yell at it lovingly. Gliding to number 5, Haibane Renmei. Here's something softer, but don't be fooled. Haibane Renmei is one of the most quietly powerful anime ever made. It's about angel-like beings called Haibane living in a walled town, dealing with guilt, redemption, and acceptance. The pacing is gentle, almost meditative, but the emotional payoff? Massive. It's like Made in Abyss without the trauma, or maybe with emotional trauma instead of physical. The world feels mysterious and symbolic, with layers of spiritual meaning that unfold naturally. What makes it underrated is that it doesn't rely on action or flashy animation. It's subtle, heartfelt storytelling at its purest. Every episode feels like therapy and heartbreak blended together. If you're tired of over-the-top power systems and just want something that heals and hurts at the same time, Haibane Renmei will absolutely wreck you, gently. Moving to number 4, Showa Genroku Rakugo Shinju. If Haibane Renmei was emotional therapy, Showa Genroku Rakugo Shinju is emotional opera. This masterpiece dives into the world of Rakugo, Japanese storytelling, and somehow makes it more intense than any shonen battle. It's a multi-decade saga of art, love, rivalry, and legacy. The characters? Flawless. The voice acting? God tier. The drama? Shakespeare would clap from the grave. Yakumo, the main character, is a performer torn between ambition and guilt. His relationships feel so real you'll forget you're watching animation. The show tackles art's dark side, the obsession, loneliness, and beauty that come with devoting your soul to performance. It's slow, but intentionally so. Every silence, every monologue carries weight. You don't just watch Rakugo Shinju, you feel it performing inside you. Seriously, underrated doesn't even begin to describe it. Dropping in at number 3, Monster. Oh boy. Monster isn't just underrated. It's criminally ignored by mainstream fans. This is a psychological thriller that would make even Death Note sweat. Dr. Tenma saves a young boy's life, only to realize years later that the kid grew up to be a sociopathic murderer. Talk about a bad investment. What follows is a gripping moral chase across Europe that questions the nature of good and evil. The storytelling? Flawless. The pacing? Slow burn perfection. The villain, Johan, is hands down one of anime's most chilling antagonists ever. Charismatic, terrifying, and disturbingly human. Monster doesn't rely on flashy fights, it's all tension and psychology. It's a masterclass in character writing, and trust me, number 3, it'll mess with your head in the best way possible. Sliding to number 2, Soraya Goyo, House of 5 Leaves. We're going back to Edo, Japan for this one, but not the flashy samurai kind. House of 5 Leaves is quiet, slow, and subtle. It's like the slice-of-life version of Samurai Champloo, if everyone was depressed and wearing muted colors. The story follows Akitsu, a timid ronin who gets mixed up with a gang of kidnappers. But instead of action-packed sword fights, it's all about character depth, trust, and moral ambiguity. The animation has this soft, watercolor vibe that matches its melancholic tone perfectly. It's dialogue-driven and painfully human. The beauty lies in the silence, in the unspoken emotions between characters. This one's not for adrenaline junkies, but if you love rich atmosphere and mature storytelling, Soraya Goyo is an overlooked masterpiece. And finally, number 1, Denu Coil. Ah yes, Denu Coil, the most criminally underrated sci-fi anime of all time. It's like Digimon and Ghost in the Shell had a super intelligent child who actually had feelings. Set in a world where augmented reality is part of daily life, a group of kids uncovers digital mysteries that are way more emotional than you'd expect. It's playful at first, but the deeper you go, the darker and more philosophical it becomes. It nails that balance between childlike wonder and adult-level storytelling. The world feels alive, the tech feels real, and the themes, grief, memory, identity, hit surprisingly hard. You'll laugh, you'll cry, and you'll probably wish you could explore that AR city yourself. Deno Coil proves that not every great anime needs explosions or fan service. Sometimes it just needs soul. And there you have it, 10 underrated anime masterpieces that deserve way more love. Which one's your favorite? Or better yet, which one did I miss? Drop your picks in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe for more anime deep dives. Because trust me, we're just scratching the surface of hidden gems.